the most fun part about shopping for a home is the actual process of looking for your home, right? I talked about getting prepared, what it takes to go buy a home, and then get the pre-qualification. Now that you have that pre-qualification, now you can go out and actually start shopping for a home, right? And so there are several different types of homes that you can go out shopping for. Of course, you have the standard single family home, right? Those are just the basic homes that are out there. Whether you want how many bedrooms, how many bathrooms, a yard, like how big, how small do you want it, what type of living room, family room, kitchen, all that stuff. Do you want one that has a dishwasher, one that includes a washer and dryer, all those things to take into consideration when you're buying a home. There's also different types to think about in family homes. You can get something that's new construction, which is basically you going out and building a home, or one that's just previously owned. Previously owned. Now the downside of the new construction, while you get to build your own home and determine everything you want in it, from the type of floor to the type of paint, type of countertops, even down to the blinds. You get to determine how you exactly want the home to look like, which is an amazing process. I've been through that experience myself. The downside of it is that, you're looking at 6 almost to 9 months for that new construction to take place. So do you want to consider that amount of time to go out and just buying your home? Now, if it's your dream home, then of course you may want to consider that. But if you're a little bit more anxious and more of a rush, or don't want to go throughout the whole planning process, then previously owned is probably the way to go. The other options that you have is, you have townhomes, and you have condos, condominiums. So townhomes and condos basically just means you own everything inside, but you don't anything outside the walls. Some townhomes you may be able to own like a little speckle of a patch of yard in the back, with the patio, but that's it, right? And usually townhomes and condos, they have shared walls, but you mainly just own what's inside, which means you can modify anything you want that's inside the walls, but everything outside really don't have much autonomy over. And you're also going to implement what's called an HOA fee, right? Because they're actually you have to pay extra to have the outside the walls taken care of. Whether it be, the lawns being mowed, the walks cleared, or maybe they have a swimming pool that's inside the complex, tennis court, basketball court, or park or something like that needs to be maintained. And so you have to pay for that HOA fee that goes on top of the mortgage payment to cover that cost, which will, like I said, impact your budget as far as what mortgage payment is going to be the best fit for you, right? Then you also have, the mobile homes. You can buy one of those if you like. And so that's another option as well, a little bit cheaper option. Just a mobile home that sits on a pad of a lot, right? But since you're buying the lot and you're buying the mobile home. So those are the different options as far as when you go out and buying a home. Now, doing that shopping process, right, just to be sure that when you're doing the shopping that fits within your budget, there are actually some single family homes that do include an HOA, so you want to be careful there, right? But also have fun with this process. Don't rush into it. One thing about home buying is that you have to be patient. Like I said, this is the biggest purchase you're ever going to make. So you want to be sure that it is the best home that's available to you, as far as what location do you want to be in, right? Get to a point to where it's like, do you have contingency options? Whether you chose a certain location, but there's not a home out there. Do you want to wait a little bit longer until a home becomes available? Or are there other cities or towns or communities that you would consider as well? And also be sure that you want the right carpet, the right flooring. It is okay to be picky when you're buying something that's hundreds of thousands of dollars. So yes, you have the full autonomy, the full permission to be picky when it goes out and buying your home. So take your time, be patient, and then when you actually have found the home, you're gonna write what's called an offer. So once you have identified the type of home, the next step is the offer, right? So you got to make the offer on the home. And when you make the offer, once again, you let your real estate agent know. Is one thing, be sure that you have a real estate agent. Don't do this shopping on your own. The real estate agent is someone that's going to actually take all your interests into play and go see what's available for you. Use the experts, right? It is definitely worth the investment to go out and find an expert that knows exactly what they're doing and can find the home that you're looking for, right? Don't try to do this process by yourself. There are the experts for a reason. Just like there are doctors for a reason, there are attorneys for a reason. Real estate agents, they go through a certification process, a licensing process to get that license. So leverage that opportunity because these people know what they're doing. So find the right agent to help you identify the right home, right? So they're going to write the offer letter for you. If that offer is accepted, then you have to get ready to throw in that earnest money, right? Then the title company to hold that earnest money. And then the second piece of the offer letter is, they determine the date, the closing date. And so once that offer is accepted, then the clock starts as far as the offer itself, right? So the real estate agent is going to write all this in what's called a Rep C, which is you're going to sign. A Rep C, this basically stands for a real estate purchasing contract, right? So you're going to take that real estate purchasing contract, and the real estate agent is going to give that to the mortgage lender. The clock is going to start to begin what's called the underwriting process, which is just the final step towards closing on your home.